Hello, world. Welcome to Dolmenwood, the Waning Vale, episode 4. When last we left our heroes, they are in the Woodcutters Encampment, a quaint village on the border of a creepy swamp. They have completed their quest to retrieve an ancient magical stone from a fey glade in the forest on behalf of their lord, Lionel Mulbreck, who has turned out to be a teenager. And they have just come back to town, met with their liaison there, and he has told them to wait for the return of Lionel Mulbreck here in the town, but they were paid for their time and troubles. The group gained experience at the end of the last session, and our first level up has happened. Kitty Cotton Socks is now level 2. Whoop whoop! In a highly lethal game where not everybody necessarily has to be the same level and where not all classes gain experience at the same rate, the experience of the party is going to be all over the place. So we're going to have random people leveling up here and there just on no particular schedule. But we have a level 2 rogue now, and we are awaiting the return of Lord Lionel. It is early in the morning. The group are in the southeastern part of town, standing outside of the lodge, I believe, and they saw someone or something watching them from a nearby window that quickly ducked away when spotted. And I believe everyone is standing in the street with each other. It is a dense, foggy morning at the start of the week. This place was bustling with wild partying lumberjacks the other night, but now everybody's back to work for the week, and the weather seems to be just as to be accommodating the sense of the Mondays. Or is it a Sunday? I think it's Monday morning now, Amy. I think you said it was Sunday. Which Mondays are called?
No, I said it was Sunning Day.
Sunning Day. I think it might be the one after that. I think that might have been yesterday. One sec.
Is it the 7th of Tristing today or the 8th?
It is now... Let's see. How do I even figure that out? One sec. Chisting, there we go. I have this, but the calendar grid is like too small to even see. It's the 8th. It's the morning of the 8th. It is a Collie Day. Colly, which is a Monday. Anyway, all the woodcutters are back to work. The place is noticeably gloomier than it was yesterday, and you all are here in the early morning fog, surveying, discussing, deciding what to do, and killing time until your tiny lord comes back to meet with you and tell you what happens next. In further recap, the group learned a bit about local customs. They rang the Droon bell, and they recited the ancient words. They met a fellow who was lost in the Hag's Addle nearby, who seems to have gone forward in time nearly a century and lost everyone that he knew in the space of an instant. Let's see, what else did the party do? We shopped, bought some pipeweed, I think, and poked around town. I'm trying to think if there was anything else notable that you did. You sort of checked out most of the major locations in town, I know that much. They went to the Woodcutters Lodge, did a little bit of reading up on fernjing, the practice of growing wood in very specific ways, and they met a dog. And Trick of the Light bought a dog, and I think he dropped that bomb news on the party right as we were wrapping the last session. I think he went and got a dog and has it in his inn room. So, were we gathered in the street, I think? We'll say that we're gathered in the street, in the southeastern square. Trick of the Light bought a dog. Take it away.
Trick, why? Why would you do this?
Oh, but he was just so cute. I couldn't just leave him there.
You could have.
He's got the best sniffer of all of us. If we'll never get lost again, I tell you.
There's no way that mangy mutt's got a better nose than me.
Of course, look at him. It's a bloodhound. He's all droopy and...
Ugh. And when it dies on the road, can we progress and not buy another dog?
If it dies on the road, it sounds like we'll have rations for at least for a little bit longer.
Oh, my God.
It's the circle of life.
Why? Why do you do this?
Does the dog have
We
a
got
name?
money. Yeah.
Thank you for asking the question so that I wouldn't have to do it out of character, David.
Well, I haven't picked one exactly. I was thinking just something simple like dog, but you know, I haven't really come up with a good one yet. I'm taking suggestions. I mean, most of the time people don't want to name things they might have to eat in the future, but I don't mind.
I mean, I think that's a good point. Maybe dog is maybe the right idea.
Dog it is. I slap him on his haunches.
Why couldn't you just get a pet rat?
My
Rats
great
can't
aunt
smell good.
Mergertrude had a dog once. Hopped around on 3 legs. Kept the maggot farm safe.
You had a aunt named Megatrude?
Mergertrude. Emphasis on the R.
Oh, okay. So, do we have to wait for your new boss there, Indigo? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. We're supposed to be waiting for the little guy to show up. Unless anyone knows how to contact him.
Nope, don't know how to contact anyone here.
How large is the dog? Is it big enough that I can sit on its back?
It's bloodhound size, which is large. I don't know how small you are.
Let's see.
I have a stat for that. Let me look.
Medium
back gonna get an
animal.
amount
It's
for
probably
the height does?
it's probably bigger than you, Hank. Yeah.
I feel like Hank and I are the same size.
I'm 3.5 foot tall, so or 3 foot 5 inches tall.
How much do you weigh?
73 pounds, probably too much to ride this dog.
You were staying at the, let's see, the Merry Mendicant Inn. Is that right? That's the tall building on the west side of town. So I'll assume we're over there. That you went over there after convening with the lumber masters.
We have been, I believe so. We met in the Stump and Poignard at first, but when we came back, I do think we ended up at the Merry Mendicant.
Okay.
Looking at my notes now.
All right. As you're standing in the entrance to the inn with your dog, discussing what to do, you notice a trio of big, burly lumberjack types that are across the square from you, and you wouldn't have paid them much mind except that you notice that one of them has pointed in your direction and they're murmuring, and that 2 of them are holding axes that they lift up and heft, while the one in the middle is pointing in your direction. And they're having a conversation across the town square and nodding to each other.
Do they look angry?
They look stern. One of them splits off from the group, and a few moments later he comes back with 3 more, so that now there's 6 big guys. And of the 3 that just joined, 2 of them also have axes. They're all pointing at you and having a discussion.
Well, that doesn't look good. What would you guys like to do?
They're crossing the square in your direction. All 6 of them. 4 of them with axes.
They don't appear happy, like they seem frustrated.
They seem kind of Yeah. They step forward, and 4 of them have big wood-splitting axes hefted up, and 2 of them have knives on their belts, and they both have hands on the knives as though they're prepared to use them if needed. And the biggest among them, who seems to be the leader of the group, steps forward and he says, "You there," and he points at Indigo.
Can I help you?
"You're going to have to come with us. Now."
Who's us?
"We're the town guard. What's your name?"
I'm Indigo in Patchwork, but what...
"What's your real name?"
That's my real name.
They look at each other a little confused for a second, and then he shakes his head and he's like, "Fine. Yeah. You're gonna come with us right now, and you're not gonna put up a struggle. Got it?"
I still think I deserve to know why.
"'Cause we know what you did. Get him, boys." And the other 3 of them with axes raised start coming towards you to arrest you.
I instinctively reach for my shield.
I'll reflexively, if they're walking towards them, I'm going to drop my fog spell on top of us.
All right. Go ahead and roll off initiative then, I suppose. Roll a
Who
d6
remembers how
against
to do
me.
that?
Just roll a d6 for the whole group.
Oh yeah, one of us has to do it.
Josh is going first or last?
The timekeeper rolls on behalf of your party.
Oh, my bad, dog.
I did it anyway. Someone else rolled.
All right. Before you can react, they are within arm's reach and they are grabbing Indigo. Then the guys in the back draw knives when they see that he's struggling and that you seem to be getting in a defensive posture. And so 2 big guys are grabbing you. Are you going to resist or comply, Indigo?
I'm gonna actually try and defuse this, and I'm gonna comply and say, wait. Before this turns into a melee, let's figure out where it's going.
All right. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to encircle you, seize you, and march you off towards the lodge on the east side of town.
Can I give my stuff over to my group and go willingly in as a way to try and...
If you're trying to take things off and throw them on the ground for your friends to collect, they're not going to stop you from doing that.
Well, I just said I don't want to give up my shield and my sword.
They are going to try to disarm you if you keep those things.
Yeah, so let me give them my shield and my sword, and I will...
Who do you hand them to?
I think
To me,
Bumblewood
his
already
squire.
has a lot of my stuff, so... who wants a sword and a shield?
To me, his squire. He'll hand them to
Great,
me.
excellent. My squire Bumblewood, and
It's a sight. It's a huge shield and a huge sword, and I'm just like,
tall as you are.
While they're doing this, can I, sidestep behind Trick and shift into, my cat form?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
It's foggy.
I'm just
You can pretty easily slip off since they're not focused on you and find a place to switch forms where people won't notice you. Do it.
I'm gonna do that, and then
All
I'm
right.
gonna walk up and rub myself against Indigo and Patchwork's legs.
All right.
Just look up at you.
Trick of the Light and Bunglebone, one of the big guys strays behind and tells you to wait there and not to come along.
oh, my apologies, friend. That will not be possible. I am his squire, and I must accompany him in all deeds. It is actually a command by Lionel Mulbreck himself.
Lionel Mulbreck, what are you talking about?
I must go with Indigo wherever Indigo goes.
I mean, you did just technically arrest one of the knights belonging to Lionel Mulbreck.
With no charges or rights demanded, what humans don't have due process?
Technically, he is a squire of Lionel Mulbreck, but yes, he is sworn to House Mulbreck. Meow.
I don't know how any of that fancy human stuff works. Either way, he is well employed, and you did just take him.
Well, I'm sure Lionel Mulbreck will be interested to hear that he's hiring thugs and vagabonds into his retinue now.
There are no thugs and vagabonds here aside from your accompanying woodcutters. Now please, show me where we are going.
We'll see about that. And by the end of it, you might regret saying that you're associated with him at all. Let's go. And he's going to keep a close eye on you while they march Indigo down to the lodge where there are 3 more big burly guys waiting. And a couple of what appear to be the village elders, kind of old guys in robes, with big long beards, and they march you up to the steps outside of the lodge. And once they get you there, they one of the old men steps forward and he says, "Who are you, and where did you come from?"
We are a party of an eclectic party working for House Mulbreck. I'm a knight for the house.
Well, we've located some of your victims, so this will be your last day free on the streets.
Victims? Wait a minute. Whoa. We're here to do good and make things, better for people. What?
Oh, of course. Of course. Well, we'll see about that. He turns to one of the other guys. Bring him forward. There's now 4 guys standing around you with axes drawn just to keep an eye in case you try to move or do anything.
I'll take that as a compliment.
He is going to, let's see. He waves to one of the others who goes across the square into the fog where there's a guy sitting on the doorsteps of a house. And they wave the guy over, and he stands up and he's limping. He's leaning heavily on a crutch, and he has a bandaged foot. And he's wincing as he drags it across the square. And they're like, "Well, here he is. Just as you described. Blue skin, frost elf, frosty cloak, and that arrogant posture of his." And he looks and he's like, and the old guy says, "Well, go ahead. I know it's probably hard to face the one." He goes, I don't. He's dressed the same way. He's probably one of them, but I don't recognize his face. And the old guy's like, "Are you
There was nothing arrogant about this man.
Are you sure? Take a closer look. He's just as you described." And he says, I don't think this one was one of them. But he's wearing the same sort of uniform, I suppose. So he might be in league with them.
I'm a frost elf, and frost elves do have similar attire, but I'm definitely not the frost elf you think I am.
He has the same complexion and a similar frosty cloak, but the other one had less hair, and he was taller and uglier.
It sounds like you've all just profiled someone based on the color of their skin. If we were attacked by a lumberjack, a burly man with straps and plaid, would you just round up any of these handsome gentlemen who are aggressively holding my friend here, or would you try and be more descriptive on your, profile?
There are not many frost elves in these parts, and he arrived within a day of the assault that occurred in these woods. How long have you known this one, Mr. Whatever your name is?
Bunglebone Hogslash.
No, I was addressing the one that was just talking.
I mean, we elves all know each other, as I'm sure you would assume, since we all have pointy ears. We're all neighbors and are just the best of friends. Clearly, this is not the person you're looking for, as your own witness just said that he ain't the right person. So why don't we just all call this a happy accident and go on about our way before we let our boss know that you all just attempted to execute one of his squires?
Notably, I'm going to respond to that in a second, but out of character. Indigo, the description that they gave sounds a bit familiar to you. You're muted. You're muted, David.
Maybe this is something we could actually help you with. What exactly are you looking for? I mean, a frost elf, yes, and I know several other frost elves. What is it that you're... What happened? And maybe we can help.
This man was maimed, and his 2 companions were killed, hung upside down and tortured from tree limbs by a maniacal band of frost elves just outside the town while foraging yesterday. The description of what was done and of the physical description of the person it raises flags for you. You think you might know who this is.
This sounds familiar. Some of my kind are more cruel than myself and my elf friend in this party. I may know who you're talking about.
This description, do you want me to say? Or do you want to... Okay. This description matches Biting Blue Tongue.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Biting Blue Tongue. Yes. Who is my former,
Lord.
Lord, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my former lord, this sounds like Biting Blue Tongue, my former lord. Maybe it's something we can take care of.
Is that so? How do we know you're not in league with him, Perhaps you're just trying to talk your way out of this,
I mean, I think my friends here can vouch for my presence. If it just happened a day ago, I've been with them for several days. They can provide my alibi, and we'll show you what we can do.
Oh, really? And where were you last night? And the night before,
Probably getting drunk with the rest of the town and ringing the bell out there and saying the chant. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were all getting blitzed together as a family.
And where were you before arriving in town,
Out of town?
Could anyone vouch for where you've been?
I don't have his name, but the guy who was traveling to the healing caves, he ended up coming here too, right? No, he wasn't a Breggle. He was a human, but he came here as well. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Well, there was a human and a Breggle. There were 2 humans and a Breggle traveling together to the Crystal Cave place with the lake. That would be. I've got it, but I'll find it in a second. It's on a previous page of notes.
I would drop him as an alibi.
Sure.
That we came into town.
Good call.
Him, and that we had met him previously in the woods. We had been separated, reconnected, and led them back to town because this is where they were headed.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a good call. When you name drop that guy, they recognize the name, and he's somebody that they could locate in town, potentially. So one of them talks to another and sends him off to find that guy to vouch for the fact that they saw you in the woods traveling together, and where you were a day or 2 ago. The elder here still looks very suspicious and is glaring at you rather harshly. but while everything sort of slowly converts into conversation, the guards sort of half lower their axes and let their guard down, like it's clear to them that there's not going to be an altercation here at the moment. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Where's that name? I'll find it. Anyway, they're going to go find the pilgrims that you mentioned to get them to verify where you've been, because they are somewhere in town. They traveled back here on the road with you, I believe. And while all of this is going and you're all just sort of passing the entire morning being detained, a voice cutting through the fog, a youthful voice will come in and say, "What is the meaning of this?" And you turn, and there is Lionel Mulbreck standing in the fog.
Now.
Hello, my lord. I was just about to ask these friendly gentlemen if they liked music.
My lord, we were unaware that this frost elf was in your employ.
We told him from the start.
He is suspected of involvement in a terrible crime against our citizenry.
Already been discredited.
And,
I'm just chiming in the whole time.
And we are getting to the root of the matter right now. He says, "What crime is he suspected of?" And he fills him in on what has happened. Lionel starts asking very specific questions of them of a probing nature to find out why they suspect it is you, how they could have confirmed this, where it happened, when it happened, what evidence they have that you could have done this, and they're slowly withering under his scrutiny. And
I'm taunting them from behind the whole time.
And slowly you're watching this village elder sort of shrinking down from his post until he... Huh?
Are we at, like, a jail, or are we, like...
You're just on the front steps of the lodge.
Okay.
After some pushback from Lionel, he commands them to release you immediately. And he says, "Of course, at once, my lord, at once." And they hand you... They let Bunglebone return to you with your things, and they back off. And then the boy says, "You will not be detaining any more of my squires. Do you understand?" He says, "Yes, my lord." And he says, "Especially not on suspicion of, on evidence of nothing. And we will get to the bottom of what has happened nearby. But I think you have kept Indigo here long enough." And he goes and starts talking to them. Would you like to join while he talks to them about what happened? He's asking them questions about the events outside of town.
I'd like to share with the Lord Mulbreck about biting Blue Tongue and how he's a sadistic kind of POS who really loves to harm mortals.
The guy who was... Lionel nods and looks concerned at this news. And the guy who was maimed chimes in and says, "He cut off my toes. All of them." And he points to his foot. And then he says... "He kept demanding to know about the Withing Stones. I don't know what that even means, but he insisted that we must know. He killed 2 of my friends, and then he cut off my toes one by one while demanding that I tell him where they are. And I had no idea what he was talking about, and I tried making things up, and he didn't seem to like my answers, and eventually left me in a bloody heap outside of town. I don't really know why he spared me. I felt like maybe he just got bored."
That sounds like biting Blue Tongue.
The bodies of my friends are still hanging from some of the trees just half a day's march from here. And And
You said he was seeking laystones, or what was the word?
the Withing Stones, whatever that means. Lionel asked him to repeat that bit, and he's deep in thought about it for a minute. Go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to ask if any of us would know what a Withing Stone is.
So, I'm gonna. It's unlikely, but we don't really have knowledge skills in this game. I'm trying to think how we could determine this. We don't have a. Oh, we have a bard. We have a bard who's also the only non-pure fae here who's been around these parts more. So, let's see.
I'm a magician.
Oh, you're a magician, not a bard. Okay.
I just like music.
That's right. Okay. So nobody has like a lore skill. I'm gonna say that it's likely that none of you know what that is.
Okay.
Can we roll a D100 and on a 100 now?
Sure. I've allowed this sort of thing before, and 100% of the time people roll 100. I actually did this in Pendragon, where I was like, on a D100 roll, Merlin will show up and save you, and so they immediately rolled a D100 and got 100.
Listen, I rolled Channel Divinity once in one of your games and was saved by 4 elementals.
Uh-huh. Oh, not Channel Divinity. Divine Intervention.
Divine Intervention.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it
Yeah,
was,
that was
Divine
glorious.
Intervention.
All right.
Okay, hold up. What does that do?
So you are released from custody here, and the boy asked him what he said about the Withing Stones, and the guy said, I don't know, I told him they were buried in a hole outside of town, and that I knew where they were, and he didn't like that answer, and he cut off my toes, and then he laughed and left me. He had 4 other frost elves with him, and they had steeds, like blue horses with armor, and they were all equipped for battle, and they rode off. And the boy said, well, I think I've heard of the Withing Stones. I think it's a location, not an object. I was reading about sorry, I need to consult my notes. In some research I was doing recently, I stumbled across a mention of the Withing Stones. I think there was something written about it in my family's records. Perhaps I could find more about it when I return home, but I'm very sorry for your loss, and as this occurred under my dominion and that of my family, I will see to it that you are compensated for what has happened, and that my squire here will do everything that he can to avenge this death of your friends. He says, well, thank you, my lord. He gives him gold out of his pockets, tells him to hire someone to help retrieve the bodies of his friends, and to give him a ride to wherever his homestead is, and to see that they get a fine burial with many flowers, and then sends the man on his way. And then Lionel is going to return to you. He says, Indigo, I hear you've done well.
Thank
you. You retrieved what I asked for, and he pulls it out of his pocket and shows it to you. He's got the glowing yellow stone. It's exactly what I sent you for. I wasn't even sure that it would be there, and I thank you for retrieving it. Was it difficult to find?
You know, it was easy. It was
an owl's nest. It was just sitting in an owl's nest the whole time.
Yeah, in and out. No hiccups.
He said in an owl's nest.
Yeah.
But he says, well, I'm glad I can trust you with missions of this sort. He is going to put it away When he moves his cloak around, you notice that there's like black veins visible on his neck. He still looks pale and sickly. And as he rustles his clothes a bit, you get a view of like his neck and upper chest and see that he does not look well at all. He also has that strange sort of herbal, earthy smell coming from him that you remember from last time you met with him. He says, "Well then, it seems your former employer is causing trouble in my domain. Perhaps we should do something about this."
I think we should.
Tell me, are your friends here still interested in assisting us, since they were so helpful in our last venture?
What do you say, gang?
Oh, we're all besties now. I even bought a dog. Me and Indigo are going to raise him.
The boy smiles when he sees the dog.
You could not do this without me, Indigo. I know I must accompany you.
Excuse me, my lord. I don't want to shift subjects on you, but I think your brother was in town. And as I was going about the town on our night back, I mistook him for you, and he pretended to be you so we could give him whatever item. I told him it was a magical spear, just lied to him because he was acting kind of odd. I felt you should know.
He looks visibly concerned, and he said, "What did you tell him exactly?"
I told him that you had sent us on a quest to get a special item, and we retrieved it. And when he asked about the item, I said, "Oh, well, yeah, it was a magic spear." And he said that we could leave it with someone or meet him up at the church. The details are a bit fuzzy, but I didn't tell him about the stone. I told him it was a magic spear. I made sure. Because
Your discretion is appreciated. I expect I'll be hearing about that.
Discretion's my middle name. Actually, it's of, but...
of the... all right. He's going to turn to Indigo and say, "Would you be willing to accompany me back to Canada? Would you be willing to accompany me back to Bogwit Manor to discuss next steps and perhaps introduce you to my family's homestead?"
We would.
All right. We will set out shortly. If you have any further business in town, take care of it. We will leave in an hour. And then he turns and just walks off into the fog. He says, "Meet me at the southern gates."
Does he got a horse? Like, did he show up on a horse? Do we need to get horses?
He walked up right out of the fog. You don't need to get horses. From what you know, his family estate is close enough that you could get there today. It's like 2 hexes away. And there are supposedly trails leading to it. You've not been invited there at any point. You've not seen his home at all.
I don't have anything to get. I don't know about y'all.
Nope, I'm good.
I've already done my shopping, and I'll just put my pipe in my mouth. I'm not going to light it, but I'm just going to have it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna step behind the trash can and shift back up. Shrug my shoulders. Well, I really thought they were gonna arrest you. I was gonna come with you, see if there was any gold to be had in the middle of the jail. We didn't go inside anywhere.
You could have taken his gold off him.
It's tricky to do that, though. Much easier when I look like this.
Just grabbing an image to share with you in a short time. But all right, so he is going to meet you an hour later at the... So there's a major road going east out of town, and the main way west out of town is taking the river either north or south. The way you are going is neither of those. The way you are going is via a trail that just cuts straight down into the trees south out of town. And there is a sign at the start of the trail right where it leaves town that says Bogwit Trail. So he's got like a dirt road that leads straight into the forest to the southeast that goes towards his home. If you have the hex map... Oh, I think I need to pull that up for you, don't I? Here's your hex map. There we go. This is... I'll be describing this, but we're headed down into... through Hex 1209 and into Hex 1210, where Bogwit Manor will be located, right in the southern part of Hex 1210. Okay?
Okay.
Mainly sharing with David, our mapper, so he can update things as he sees time to do so. So he's going to lead you south along a winding trail. It does wind all over the place in these hexes because it's not straightforward. And 1209 is mostly tangled forest with the trail cutting through it, and you can tell that if you were to deviate from the trail in either direction, you would quickly have a hard time navigating. Hex 1210 is what is called open forest. This is more sparse and patchy forest where there are clearings intermittently showing lots of sunlight, and it's a little easier to navigate. So he's going to take you the better part of the day on a winding trail that avoids most features of note in these two hexes because it just sort of cuts through, and you're not going to deviate from the trail at all, so there's no navigation necessary. The forest is serene and misty and warm. You hear buzzing insects and chirping of birds the whole way, and the boy is not very talkative. But you all have an opportunity to talk among yourselves if you have anything you want to discuss. I'm grabbing an image to share with you, so give me one sec.
Did the kid have a horse?
No, he's walking.
Okay, so he's walking. Man, this kid's sick and he's walking. Good on him.
Yeah.
He
He
should buy a
is
horse.
he is kind of wheezy when he breathes, but he almost never slows down. And for a kid that's sick, he's covering a lot of ground without missing a beat. He does occasionally cough in a weird, wheezy, rattly way, and you do notice while walking behind him that he occasionally sort of fidgets and hops a little bit while he's walking in kind of a weird way. There's definitely something up with this kid, but whatever's going on, it's unusual and not something that's easy to identify. I am creating... There we go. Just adding an image to Roll20 to share it here.
Well, I don't think this guy's that bad of a boss. He's been pretty good to us so far. Indigo, you better do whatever this young fella tells you to do.
You know,
He's
I
probably-
think this has worked out for us. You're right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if he hadn't shown up, you'd get your head chopped off right about now.
I don't know. I believe in us.
Sure, yeah. We'd probably get both pieces out of the town at some point. But
Have you ever seen a grown man stand on his head? Because you were about to.
I tell you what was nice, though, is you had a nice, cute little kitty cat right by your side the whole time.
And I
You're
felt
not
safe
going to win me
because
back,
of it.
man. You're not going to win me back until we get rid of that dog.
Oh, come on, but he's adorable.
He drools everywhere.
He's probably wheezing more than the point is at this point, just drooling everywhere.
He's drooling everywhere and scaring away all of the rats.
Aren't you, dog? Well, he can go hunt down some of them for you. He's got a good sniffer. He can find their dens easy.
All right. As you are nearing it's kind of in the late afternoon, and you've traveled for much of the day. your feet are getting pretty tired from hiking in the woods, but it has been peaceful. It's been very serene, very quiet, and you're seeing a lot of beautiful forest that you've not walked through before. And he turns to you and he says, "My family's manor is not far from here. I must apologize if there is somewhat of a lack of hospitality. My family are otherwise preoccupied today, so I would not expect a warm welcome, but stick close to me, and we will take care of the business that we need to take care of, and if anyone gives you a hard time, I will take care of it."
I wouldn't worry about it too much, your lordship. Well, you saw our last hospitality.
He gives you a
Does your
nod.
family make sure they're well stocked with mead? I would love a glass.
I'm sure we can arrange something. You have, after all, hiked a long way today. And so he nods. He leads you on. And up ahead, you see this. You're looking at an ornate mansion that has elaborate cupolas, turrets, and domes all over it, surrounded by a low wall with 4 prominent guard towers. Inside is enough buildings to house a small village. You can see guards patrolling the tops of the walls, but interestingly, every inch of every surface is, well, much of it is covered in brightly colored mycelia fungus, crawling all over the stone, all over the roofs, all over the towers, all over the walls, all over the ground, the gates, just creeping up everything. It is vivid. It is brightly colored. It is just like devouring every surface, pouring out of windows, and so you're like staring at like a splatter painting almost of colors, and overwhelmed by potent smells of all of these strange fungi. Spores that seem to glitter in the sunlight are floating in the air, and he doesn't even pause. He just keeps on walking. But you have an opportunity to talk if you want to while trailing behind him.
I immediately whisper to Kitty as soon as the fungus mansion comes into view. I'm like, Kitty, it's like I always say. I told you, mortals evolved from fungi. I told you, this is just more proof. All mortals come from funguses, fungiaries.
I used to say you were full of it, man. Like there was no possible way, and yet
He's walking in there without even flinching.
he's not hesitating.
As he approaches, the portcullis just lifts without him having to signal or do anything. They just see him coming and raise it up for him.
Do you think he's controlling that with his mind?
I think he's controlling it with his mind. Come on, dog. I literally have it in my description and believes that mortals evolved from fungi.
I once had a drink with a woodgrew who would have loved this. Or not a woodgrew, a mossling that would have loved this place.
It is
Another
pretty.
mortal evolved from fungi. Just saying.
I want to eat a mushroom. Can I pick up one of the mushrooms that's growing from the castle and eat it?
Sure. Roll a d6. On a 6, 2 through 5, it's going to be nothing. On a 1, it might be something bad, and on a 6, it might be something good. You are seeing more types of fungi than you knew existed just on the walkway leading into this place. What'd you roll?
I got a 3.
3.
It tastes it tastes bad, but nothing bad happens.
I'm gonna look over at him and thump him in the arm. That could be this guy's grandpa. Weren't you listening to Trick?
Could have just eaten one of his cousins.
I've read enough books to know that humans don't come from mushrooms. Besides,
And that's exactly what humans want you to think.
I'm fairly... Lord Mulbrick, did you come from a mushroom?
What? Of course not.
See?
He gives you a look like...
from mushrooms.
Because they don't want you to know. That was rude to ask, by the way.
Yeah, how many racist people are we going to have to deal with today?
Oh my goodness, I expected better from you, Mr. Bunglebone.
If every mushroom out here is a member of his family, he has a larger family than me, and that is shocking for a human.
Aren't all humans related anyways?
That's what I heard.
He's going to lead you. You can continue this conversation, but he's leading you on a winding path through the manor grounds up into kind of the main castle. He seems to zigzag up staircases through doorways. There are lavish furnishings all through this place, and it looks like much of it has fungus growing on it, even inside. You walk through like a study that the desks and chairs and tables and things, the chandeliers on the ceiling, they look more fancy and expensive than you've probably ever seen, at least among mortal kind. And all of them have like holes and fungus growing and dangling all over them and are grown through and decaying. This whole place, the walls have holes that just random mushrooms are popping out of. Every surface of this place is overgrown with these vibrant colored mushrooms. You pass some servants, none of whom look happy. They're all frowning, avoiding eye contact, and stepping out of your way, and they quickly dart out of the room every time you walk in. It's like walking through the Last of Us a little bit. But he's not going to pause. He's going to take you directly back to a study in the west wing of the family's manor, where they have shelves covered in old books, of course, with fungus growing and dangling all over them. He's got huge scrolls and things already laid out on the tables as he walks in, and he says, "When I was researching Sir Cobric, the glade that you went to visit, I remember seeing some mention of withing stones. I need to go back and find where it was." And he goes just shuffling through the papers. And after a few minutes, he has an aha moment. And he's like, Here it is. I knew it was mentioned. It was in the lineage. One of the knights who founded the order that Sir Cobric was a part of was named Sir Chide. He was a hero of the wars against the Cold Prince some 900 years ago, who fell in love with a fey maiden, and he was interred in a tomb near the Withing Stones. Yes, it's a location. It's a circle of standing stones, and it says that it's, let's see, south of the Hag's Addle. This would be not far from here. Perhaps a day or so's march across the river. To the west. It's in the High Wold. Interesting. It says that knight had a ring that could open the way to Fairy, and that he was interred with it. Do you have any idea why this biting tongue? Blue tongue?
Biting blue tongue?
Why he would be interested in such a thing?
I'm gonna... My blood runs cold. I'm gonna deflect and say I'm not sure, even though I have a pretty good idea.
Okay. This is strange. It also says that he had a magical sword, and that he was entombed. Yes, he was entombed by the Withing Stones. And it says that the Withing Stones were an old... Oh dear. That they were an old ritual site of the cloaked men. That's a euphemism for the Droon.
Baggleman bedraggle.
Baggleman bedraggle. I suppose it was an old ritual site of theirs, but apparently it's very close by to a tomb of an ancestral knight.
So remind me, the knight, what was his name? The one that's related to Lionel that's buried there?
The one that's So the one that was related to Lionel was Sir Koberic, who was the one that you already... that was the name of the knight associated with the glade that you went to. Sir Chyde, Chyde, is one of the knights who founded that order during a war with the Cold Prince 900 years ago. So he's associated with the same order of knights as Sir Koberic, but he lived a couple of generations beforehand. It sounds like he was described as a war hero of sorts. Well, if what you say is true and this former lord of yours is truly as sinister as you say, we probably don't want him to be stumbling on anything of such significance. I'll tell you what. We'll discuss how to locate and apprehend him. But first, since we seem to know where this location is, and he seems to not, perhaps you could get a head start in finding it and retrieving whatever he's looking for before he can find it. Perhaps you could leave as soon as tomorrow, and then we can discuss perhaps how to deal with him and his thugs and the trouble they're causing in my domain. What do you think, Indigo?
I think that's a good idea.
He will provide you with rough coordinates of where you want to be. You're looking at... Let's see. You're looking at probably hex 1009 or 1010. One of those. Which are not too far from here. They're on the other side of the lower Hameth River that runs south from the Woodcutters Encampment. So basically, if you go west until you hit the river that flows south from the Woodcutters Encampment and make your way to the other side, one way or another, in the lands on the other side of the river, not too far along, you should be able to find this place. The boy says, unfortunately, I don't know of many trails heading in that direction unless you were to return all the way to the Woodcutters Encampment and take the river down to where you want to debark. But I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. This location is somewhere out there in the woods, so you're going to have to do some amount of exploring to try to locate it. The way this works is when you enter a hex, you can travel through the hex, and it costs a certain number of travel points, which you get a certain allotment per day that just represents how much ground you can cover. You can spend additional points to explore a hex to try to find hidden locations. So this would presumably require going into those hexes, spending time exploring them until you're able to find something matching the description. So he says, all right, I will fund this expedition. I will compensate you for your time, as I did for the last venture. And I will also say that anything that you find in the tomb, should you find it, is yours to keep. Let's just make sure that this ring doesn't fall into the hands of your former lord, so that we have time to figure out what it is, and then we will deal with him. I'm going to have my eyes and ears open for news of his whereabouts and see if I can have more information about how we might locate him when you come back.
As before, I take a piece of parchment and sketch all this out and ask him to sign it. He did
contract.
I write up a contract.
That will not be necessary. Indigo has sworn fealty to me, and his bond is good enough. I have already proved myself.
Respectfully, it would be helpful considering Indigo was arrested. It's nice that you arrived and were able to save him, but, having a piece of paper with your signature and like a ring stamp might be helpful.
Indigo, while you are not yet a knight of my house, you are my squire. Please wait. And he's going to go rummaging around, and he'll leave the room, and he'll come back a few minutes later, and he has a signet ring that he's going to give to you. And he says, this will signify that you are trusted by House Mulbreck. Anywhere you go, you can show this symbol and show that you are in service to me. And if anyone questions you, as I said before, they will answer to me.
I take the
I think
ring.
that
Sorry, go ahead.
I think that means Indigo can sign the contract there, Mr. Bonebone.
At that, I whip around to Indigo, place it on a hard surface, and just point at the dotted line and say,
The boy seems a little impatient with this exchange, but he also doesn't argue. He's going to let it be.
I pick it up, I put it in my pocket, and I say, we've got this. I'll take care of this.
While you're having this conversation, from somewhere deeper in the manor, you just hear a guttural moan that is really unsettling. It's just like a that goes echoing through the halls. You have no idea what the hell it is, and the servants that are kind of cleaning and wandering the halls outside of the room that you're in, they stop. And then they lower their heads and just shuffle along a little faster when they hear it.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
When he left to get the signet ring, how long was he gone?
5
Long
minutes.
to steal.
As soon as he steps out, I'm like shuffling through everything in the room looking for anything.
Now, Indigo, you are sworn to protect this man and his property. This young man and his property.
I take my water skin and I squeeze it and shoot it like a squirt bottle. Stop it!
We could use a little bit of money.
It's too good.
He's paying us very well. He's also paying us not to ask a lot of questions. You guys need to be polite.
I have not been mean yet. There's got to be something valuable here. And I'm gonna jump to the highest shelf.
Kitty, I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna find nothing but mushrooms and books.
Nothing but mushrooms up here. And when I hear the door starting to open, I'm gonna jump back down and be like,
He's going to lead you to 2 bedrooms adjacent to each other that you can stay in for the night. They are lavish and also just covered in fungus. It is dark now. The sun is low, and it's getting towards nighttime. And he's going to let you stay here for the night. He offers you food and drink to resupply for the journey tomorrow. And as he is bidding you good night, he is going to he actually shows up in a nightgown and a nightcap in his jammies, and he's gonna walk up and he's going to say, Indigo, may I ask you one final favor? You and your friends, please do not speak openly about the state of our manor, because it is not, how would you say, in a proper state of affairs that others would expect or understand. My family is dealing with some things, and we ask that you keep our affairs private, as I have entrusted you with our hospitality. I would expect that you extend some discretion towards any who would inquire about my family's affairs, so as not to bring concern upon our name.
Your private matters are your private matters.
Thank you. Good night. He's going to leave you in the creepy fungus manor with 2 rooms for the night. You can pair off however you would like. Both of these rooms are plenty big, and they each have 1 giant bed. with like those like canopies above them, and the railings above the bed that hold the like curtains that go around the bed. I don't know the proper terminology for this, but they've got fungus just crawling all along basically every surface. When you like slap the blankets or the pillows, just like clouds of spores and stuff come out. Everything is just saturated in fungal dust and stuff. So enjoy.
You know, I don't really mind the mushroom ambiance. I feel it's a little bit cozy, like sleeping in nature, but you're indoors.
Do you want to go steal? You want to go steal some people's dreams?
Who's rooming with who? I
Trick
guess Trick and Kitty. Yeah. So Indigo and Bugglebot. That makes sense.
If Indigo and Patchwork wants to speak up because he knows that I'm about that life, he is welcome to. But otherwise, I'm with Trick and the Light.
No save versus Doom yet, Elric. But thank you for calling it out.
Unfortunately, I don't have any of the materials required for us to steal some dreams. And besides, I kind of get the vibe no one in this place is having any happy ones, which are usually what people want to buy. So,
Out of
pass.
character question, how do you spell Withing Stones? Is it W-H-I? Or
WHY. But this is not a real word, so it's not one that you have heard before. But WHYTHING, Withing, or Withing. I'll defer to you on how you want to say it. You see it written that way.
I say we should just crash and hope we can loot these within stones.
Is there anything of value in the room we're staying in?
Absolutely there is.
Phenomenal! What do we got?
Oh, I think we'll go with the old standby. There's a silver candelabra in there.
Yes! Lowest double candelabra.
You've stolen a couple of those in Forbidden Lands.
I have stolen at least 3.
I'm gonna walk to the other room, and as I'm leaving, I'm gonna say, "Kitty, if you touch anything that doesn't belong to you, then we're gonna have words tomorrow."
It's already like in my backpack. I'm turning around.
Put it back.
I went back. I brought this candelabra from home.
is there like a high shelf or something up?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna
It has a candelabra on it.
I'm gonna make a little like bed situation up upon a bookshelf. As,
Sure.
You know, the squire has the bed, and I don't think he really wants me sleeping on the.
You can
couch.
find some really soft fungus to sleep on if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep on.
Just have a little bed
on
of
top of the bookshelf.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you not sleep hanging upside down?
I didn't know if that would offend you. I would have to hang from the bed banister posts. And,
You're right. That would be a little odd.
I snore in my sleep. You might not want me that close.
That's fair. Thank you for thinking of me.
I feel like sleeping upside down might actually help with snoring in your sleep.
I'll do something in the middle of the night while everyone's sleeping, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Once I feel like it's been a decent enough time, I'm gonna go put my ear on the door that Bunglebone and Indigo are sleeping in.
Sure.
And if I don't hear any movement,
One of them's definitely sleeping.
I'm gonna just sneak in and I'm gonna steal their candelabra, so it looks like there just weren't candelabras in these 2 rooms.
In the 2 rooms. All right.
I have 2 silver candelabras.
All right. When you walk out into the hallway, you see someone down the hall. There is there's like a teenage male at the end of the hall that has very pale skin and is wearing like a white nightgown, and he's standing hunkered at the end of the hall, and when you step out, he turns and looks at you, and his eyes are very wide and very bloodshot, and he makes eye contact with you for a moment, and he's hunkered at the end of the hall. He looks kind of gangly, and he has long fingernails and long toenails, that you can see sort of scraping against the stones of the tiles of the floor, and he is stuffing his face with mushrooms from the end of the hall. And when you see him, he sort of slowly creeps backwards on all fours, and then goes sprinting off down the hallway on all fours. Just scrabbling along. You can hear his nails scrabbling on the tiles as he disappears down the hallway.
That's delightful. I'm going to drop my backpack just inside the door of Indigo's, like, room. And, like, run down the end of the hallway and just kind of, like, peer my head out to the side. Did I see where he went?
He went running down the hall, and you catch just a glimpse of him turning a corner at the other end of the hall. He's just sprinting through the house. You'll go on a long chase if you keep following him.
No, I'm not that invested. I'm gonna, like, when I see him, like, turn another corner, I'm gonna look around. Is anyone else out here, or is it just that freak?
Just that freak.
Phenomenal.
Are you a freak for getting up in the middle of the night and
to eat floor
eating
mushrooms?
a midnight snacks?
Yes.
You're acting like you haven't been on all fours eating Doritos off the floor. We've all been there.
Never done
We've
that.
all been there.
And as my cousin, I felt like a very poignant attack. I have never done.
We have all been there.
Oh, dang, that's funny. So when I don't
Doing the
see
Hasselhoff in the bathroom. Just eating a burger off the floor.
I'm gonna go into Indigo's room. I'm gonna steal their candelabra. I'm gonna set
You're
my
going into
backpack
Indigo's
down.
room while they're sleeping?
Yeah.
Then make a stealth roll.
I don't remember how to do this.
Do I get to hear her leave at any point too?
Sure.
What's a threshold modifier?
That's a
That
question.
means you roll a d6, and you want to get at least your stealth value.
Oh, but like I clicked roll next to stealth.
Oh, threshold
Oh,
modifier? Since
it
people are
should-
sleeping, I'll give you a 1 better than normal threshold. I don't know if that means do a -1 or a +1. I guess try a -1
wait a
threshold.
second.
We'll honor whatever the die says, not whatever the target says. What is your stealth normally?
5.
So it's supposed to be a 4. So you succeed. Yeah, you're gonna succeed. You needed a 4 better, and you got a 4.
Okay. Got it. Alright, yep, I'm gonna sneak in and put that candelabra in
It
my
looks like
backpack.
threshold modifier is just a die modifier because it says you rolled a 5 and got a -1. So for future reference, that's just a mod to the roll. All right.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna sneak out. Trick of the Light is still asleep. You go into their room. They're asleep.
I'm gonna take the candelabra,
Okay.
put it in my backpack. I'm gonna put my backpack back into my room and then go in and wake up Indigo.
Okay.
So I'm just.
Indigo, you are awakened by Kitty Cotton Socks in the middle of the night.
Are you here to steal something?
If I was here to steal something, would I be waking you up?
Okay, that's a good point.
Exactly. God.
Alibi.
Okay.
Perfect.
I stepped out to use the restroom, and there was like a freak of a kid with long finger and toenails eating mushrooms on the floor.
Listen, I don't know what is going on here, but Lionel Mulbrick said, in so many words, he said, weird stuff's happening and we need to keep our mouths shut. And he's paying us a lot of money, and we get anything out of that grave, you're going to get to steal so many things. We should have some discretion.
I'm sorry, I just thought you would be interested to know that there are freaks running about. But you go back to sleep, Indigo. I'm gonna go tell Trick.
Don't steal anything.
Again, I wouldn't be waking you up if I was. I don't even have my backpack. Okay, come on. We'll go back into my room.
Okay.
Wake up in Trick of the Light. Just gonna sit down and be like, oh, I guess I'll sleep. Man, this place is up. I'm gonna make sure the door is locked. I'm gonna shove a chair underneath
The
it.
answer to the question I was DM'd is no, because die roll successful. If that makes sense. Go ahead.
I'm shoving a chair under the door so no one can come in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Shudder. Fall asleep.
All right. And then one more die roll for that. Well, are you going back to sleep, Kitty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going back into my room after talking to Indigo.
All right. You go back to your room and go sleep. One more die roll during the night. Bunglebone, I'm going to need a save versus Doom.
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 Threshold modifier 0? Or...
Yeah. All right, Bunglebone, you wake up in the middle of the night real hungry, and you're really craving a snack, and those mushrooms around you smell so good.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to start eating every mushroom in the room, beginning with the ones that I'm laying on.
You eat half your bed. You fall back asleep with a belly full of mushrooms and barely remember even doing it the next day. You vaguely have a dream about eating delicious mushrooms.
If you don't give him shit for eating half of the bedroom, but you're giving me shit for stealing it,
Not bedroom, just his little bed he made. But, yeah. The sun rises the next day on Bogwit Manor. You wake up to just an explosion of colors as the sunlight is shining in through the windows on all of the multicolored fungi all around your room. Let's get one more roll for Hank, also a d6 roll to see if it's bad, good, or neutral. Same as before. You've got a bit of a tummy ache, but nothing that's going to influence game rules today. You're like, why did I do that? I hope that wasn't bad for me. You're not feeling good in the morning. But the feeling will pass. Yeah, you all wake up in the morning. Probably Kitty slightly later than everybody else because you were out doing things while everybody else was sleeping. So, Trick, Indigo, Bunglebone, you're awake. Kitty's still snoozing.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Not very well. Kitty woke me up in the middle of the night to tell me something that we don't even need to concern ourselves with.
Must have been after snack time. Oh, I think the yellow ones are not so good.
Indigo, you see a bunch of half-eaten mushrooms all around Bunglebone and scraps all over the floor.
Oh, that explains the smell.
I went to feed my dog.
Sure.
I give him some of my jerky.
Okay. Okay, I saw your message. I did not realize that, but yeah, then you can do what you want after waking up.
I'm gonna feed dog.
Okay. All right.
Check your messages.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw. It won't let me do anything about it.
All right. Right. Everybody's awake. Trick, did you want to do a thing or no?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do that.
Okay. Everybody wakes up the next day.
I feed dog and I walk out with him while Kitty's still sleeping and
Okay.
walk into Indigo and Bunglebone's room to check on them.
Okay.
I like to get going sooner rather than later. So maybe we get something to eat, we stop by the kitchens, and then we head out.
I'm good. I ate some breakfast this morning out of my pack. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, especially,
No, that's a good point.
they can become people.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to eat from the kitchens. Maybe we just want to go.
Kitty, you wake up, you're alone in the room, and the thing that you stashed is nowhere to be seen.
My whole backpack and the candelabras?
No, just the candelabras.
They're both missing?
Yeah, they're gone from your stuff.
What? I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna walk over to Trick and be like, "Did you take my stuff?"
I don't touch your things.
And you don't normally. Did that dog take my stuff?
Unless you're carrying a whole bunch of beef jerky in your pack. I don't think so.
Was the
What?
door still under the chair when you got up this morning and left the room?
Yeah, I think so. Well, no. It was actually on the floor because the dog was laying underneath it. Underneath the door, not underneath the chair. I guess he knocked the chair out the way or something.
Is any of my other stuff missing?
No.
Is any of my stuff missing?
No.
Is it back up on the shelf?
Is it? Yes.
No?
No. No. It's not. It's nowhere.
I'm just gonna start looking around. I'm gonna walk into Indigo Patchwork's room. Is their candelabra still there? Is it back?
Good morning, Kitty.
When I walked into the room, I put both candelabra back up on the shelf in there.
Okay, they're right back where they were.
So there's just two in Indigo's room.
There's two in Indigo's room.
I'm just like full glaring at Indigo. You son of a bitch. Don't you go through my stuff, Indigo.
I don't know what you're talking about, but there's nothing here that belongs to you. And so...
I'm going to remember that next time you need a favor. That you have to go through my stuff.
You do that.
Let's get on the road, y'all. I
All
like
right.
this place.
So, if there's no further preparations, you can set out. You have an area where you think you are looking to find the Withing stones, and a description that they're a stone circle. And it's up to you kind of how you want to go about going there. From what Lionel was able to tell you, the most direct route would involve a river crossing and going off of charted trails, which is going to risk getting lost. If you want to get to the other side of the river along the trail that you followed, you can go back up to the Woodcutters Encampment, cross the river there, or take a boat north or south and debark wherever you want, after which point you may have to wander in some uncharted, well, to you, forest, or seek out a path. The TLDR is that you don't really know your way around here. This is new to you. You've not done any research, and Lionel doesn't know what to tell you about how to find this place. You just know roughly where they are because of the records that he has, so you're going to have to just figure out how to get over there and see what routes you can find. Traveling in Dolmenwood always comes with some amount of risk of getting lost, and there's all kinds of stuff to be found out and about. Also notably, like I said, you can expend, in any hex you want, you can expend additional travel points while traveling to explore the hex, which will reveal hidden things that are there. It basically just requires expending significantly more time than traveling through the hex. And any hex may have hidden things in them. So it is an uncharted wilderness out there to you, and you just have a rough idea of where you're headed to, and that you're looking for a circle of standing stones with
How
a tomb.
wide is the river?
Good question.
Is it fordable by us, like,
Let's see.
on our own, or do we definitely need a boat for it?
Let's see. It's a substantial river. It's not fordable easily. You'll have to swim across it. You're looking at, let's see. It's about 150 feet across. And the Woodcutters Encampment was full of boats and barges and docks if you want to make your way across. If you want to try to take a more direct route, you're going to have to search for a crossing or a bridge or some way across along the river and hope to stumble on something or ask others for directions if you're able to find anybody that knows their way around.
I don't mind swimming, but I suspect Kitty might. So I would be happy to go back to town to get a boat and make our way that way.
Okay.
What do y'all think?
I think you don't mind swimming because you're not carrying all of the stuff Bunglebone is carrying.
Privilege, you're right.
You could always get another squire if necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a boat. Let's get a boat.
I like that you're a squire's squire, Bunglebone.
Yeah.
Bunglebone Hogslapper. Squire to a squire and rogue scholar of all kinds.
Squire squared. All right. Okay, so are you going to set out north in the morning along the road from Bogwit Manor?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You do that. This time you're not traveling with Lionel, and I'm going to look and see. You are sticking to a trail, which makes travel significantly less likely to have complications. But let me check.
And we have a dog to both guide our way and warn us of danger.
Oh, you gotta do that last part.
Hey, guys, how much gold does everyone have? Because I scrolled down because I was like, oh, like, I'm going to need to, like, maybe put some money to help with the boat. And I have so much gold, and I'm wondering if maybe it's a typo.
I have 87.
Maybe not.
I mean, wait, gold? Yeah, I have 424.
We were paid out very heavily by Lionel, I believe.
What is the speed of
14,
the...
so,
I have 117. How do you have 300 more gold than us? Are you holding out on us?
No.
And you're stealing my stolen candelabras?
Wait, so I didn't buy anything in town. I'm trying to think.
What was the
How
question?
much should we each get?
What was
All
the
I know
question?
is I got a little bit of money and went and bought a bunch of pipe weed. I'm not sure how much I got. I can.
Oh, you got paid like 400 for that first quest, right?
each, or...
Total.
Sorry, what was it?
Didn't you get paid like 400 for that first quest? Just in...
I really
Cash.
don't remember. I was just scrolling down and I was like, I've got 117 gold. That feels like a lot.
I think you got 400 each, and then you maybe got 17 from some other source.
We got
Wait, you got 400 total. Sorry, you have how much?
100 each. I have 117.
Okay, yeah, that
so
sounds
maybe I have
ballpark right.
124.
You
I
all
have
probably got
14.
100 in cash from that first quest, plus whatever else. You also had some treasures for that first quest that you haven't sold or whatever, but...
I only have 14 gold, and all I did was buy a 25 gold dog.
Alright, well, you got paid 400 gold for retrieving
My
that
math's
stone.
not mathing. We're gonna have to figure that out off stream.
Yeah.
You all got paid 400 gold for that first quest, so everybody has at least 100 if you split that evenly.
All right, David.
I don't know how that happened, but I changed mine to 124 so that all of you can add 100 to yours.
Oh man, phenomenal! I can't believe you stole my stolen candelabras. Kitty is thinking about it all day, and every now and then she's gonna throw you a dirty look.
That's okay. I take it, even though I tried to think of you and head back to town.
There's one other thing before you leave. Lionel is going to say something to Indigo. He says, Indigo, I have one more question for you. That shield, Did you find it in the glade?
Yes, I did.
I was reading last night about Sir Cobrick. There was a mention that he had a reflecting shield that could turn back the gazes of wicked creatures upon them.
Oh, well, this shield, came from his body, I guess.
You should cherish it. It might have some magic on it. I think it. Oh wait, somebody else was carrying it though, right? You weren't the one that took it. Bunglebone had it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, he noticed it because that's going to stand out. And he was reading about Sir Cobrick while you were on that mission. So, he says that that perhaps if it's the shield that's described in the legend, it might have some gaze reflecting power. All right, so you set on your way. Right. What's the slowest speed in the party? I think you might be going at like speed 20 or something because somebody is carrying a lot of gear. Like Bunglebone's probably.
I think it's me.
Bunglebone and I are both speed 20 because
okay.
Little.
Then you get 4 travel points per day, which is going to get you 2 hexes if you're traveling on a trail. And that's going to take you from here to the Woodcutters Encampment. So it's going to be a day's travel to get to the Woodcutters Encampment with the amount of stuff you're carrying.
So I don't know if my stuff's in here right, but it says my speed is 10 and overland is 2 travel points a day.
Then you're probably carrying a lot of stuff. It sounds like you are encumbered to the point where you couldn't.
The leather armor is 200 on its own, and then 50 feet of rope, water skin. I've never understood how this thing's calculating, so
we'll say it's 20 and figure it out between, since you made the journey down. We'll hand wave it for now and figure it out between sessions.
Okay, sorry.
Because I don't want to pause to go through your whole inventory and do a bunch of math. But I figured everybody was at least 20, which was enough to make the journey down, so I didn't ask. But you might just be carrying too much stuff and have to figure out where to store it or sell it or whatever if you're not able to carry more than that. Okay. But anyway, you make your way back to the Woodcutters Encampment by evening. You can rest there, stay in the inn if you like. I forget the price of the inn. Let's see. It'll be the same as it was last time if anybody still remembers. But I will find out.
I was in the thing, but I don't see it.
I think it was less than a gold for like a nice room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Common lodgings. Room 1 night. 5 copper.
Okay.
Share room 2 bed, 4 silver.
Sure. So do you want to pay for common lodgings in the inn in the Woodcutters Encampment and then set out the next day on your journey?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool. Which is the Merry Mendicant. All right. The next day, the fog has cleared. The woodcutters are working. They're well in the swing of the work week. There's lots of guys hauling lumber through the town, stacking it up by the docks, sorting it out. Many people tending to the trees north of town. Folks milling about. You're still drawing some curious glances, but no overt hostility or anything. Let's see. You wake up the next day. Yeah, nothing's going to bother you at night, and you can set out if you would like. For 2 silver each, which, like, for that costs the whole party less than a gold piece, you can get passage a little ways on a boat. If you want to ask anyone around for advice or directions, feel free. I'll let you approach this however you want. You know where you're headed. It's a matter of figuring out how to get there.
We know where the docks are. We've been to the docks already once. I guess we could go there and just see if we could, I don't know,
Just hire a boat.
charter a boat to cross, or
Sure.
hitch a ride and a crossing if they're already crossing. I don't know.
Sure. You can cross, or you can ride a boat north or south any distance. You can also ask people for geographic help. Where are you headed to? Are you going north? Are you going south?
You said it was
South 110, wasn't it?
Was it 1010 or?
Or 1010?
Either
1009.
way, I don't think we're sure. I don't think we know.
I feel like 1009 was what he said.
Well, I say we just head across and
Work it
walk
out.
the rest of the way. Yeah.
There's no trail that way. You're just going to go wandering into the wilderness?
We've got a dog.
All right. Yeah, for 2 silver apiece, which is totals up to less than a gold, you can get somebody to just take you across on a barge.
This one's on me.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Moneybags.
All right.
The only thing I know is that it's south of the Hag's Addle Swamp, but I'm not sure what the hex is specifically.
Yeah. So the Woodcutters Encampment is right on the border of the Hag's Addle, and if you cross over, you will be in the southern portion of the Hag's Addle. So it's going to be swamp on the other side of the river. The swamp is northwest out of town and on the other side of the river, both. And it sort of follows the river to the northwest. So on either side of the river, if you're close to the river, you'll be in the Hag's Addle. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me go to the page. You ride across. Please hold. There's a whole lot of hexes in this game, as it turns out.
Did you guys know that there's dog armor?
Do not make that dog survive longer than it's got to.
Look, if he survives at least 3 combats without dog armor, I will get him some dog armor. He'll have earned it. 3 combats.
I did.
Plus, it might fit Bunglebone if the dog dies.
It might fit me. You're right. I did find out there's apparently a distilled catnip drink that exists in this world. It's very rare.
Oh, we should find it. I bet it tastes great.
I'm gonna let the whoever we want the party's navigator / wilderness guide to be / leader. I'll let you elect who makes this die roll. So you are setting out across the river. You cross, you debark, and you go marching straight into the swamplands of the Hag's Addle. And there's an expanse of boggy terrain with huge puddles and twisting streams of black water, twisted copses of trees, wreathed in an endless cloak of rolling low mist that you are sort of wading through, making it difficult to see the ground and where you are stepping at any given time. Even after a short distance, you're like, oh, don't like this very much. And whoever is leading can make a d6 roll to see if you are able to make good progress or if you get lost or have some encounter or complication.
I'll do it.
Higher is better for you.
Navigation in the swamp. I got the lowest number you could on a d6.
All right. I suspect you might have some sort of complication here. Roll another d6 just for random. Just so I don't have to tab over and do it. Let me know what you get.
I got a 3.
Okay. All right. Let me figure out what's going on.
Midlands.
Yeah, welcome.
I mean, there was no bonuses, so I was like, well, if any of us can roll, I'll roll. I don't mind. I have the lowest stats, I think, of all of us, but the highest confidence.
You do have great confidence. whatever bad thing happens, as soon as it rolls up, I'm gonna look at it to go on patchwork and be like, "This is your fault."
All right. I am rolling to see what happens. All right, cool. What direction are you aiming to head? Due west? What hex are you headed into?
1009, right?
You're heading into 1009? All right, cool. You set out to wander towards 1009, wading through difficult swampy terrain. You are going to spend the day struggling to navigate, going around things, getting turned around, and you are going to end up in 1110 instead of 1009. You are going to see the river by late in the day and be like, why are we seeing the river? I thought we were headed west. So you have wandered your way south along the river unintentionally. And I am going to see what you stumble on here. You do eventually break out of the Hagsaddle, and you're like, oh, thank God we're out of that swamp. But then you see the river kind of curving in front of you, and you're like, I thought we were going away from the river. You're in terrain where little streams are meandering through idyllic glades of lantern elms, their seeds like little paper lanterns. You've got elm trees all around you that have glowing seeds on them. And let's see. Up ahead. Go ahead.
Are the seeds like easily attainable?
Sure.
I'm gonna grab like a handful of.
Sure. They glow faintly. They're not bright enough to shed light and illuminate things, but they are. But they do glow brightly enough that you can see them from some distance, even in the dark. They're like firefly level light.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a handful and stick them on my backpack.
Cool. Let's see. Northeast. Got it. You do see the river up ahead, and as you stumble on the river and you're despairing about how you have still stuck so close to the river while trying to go away from it, you see up ahead that there's a friggin' town here. There is a port town that you can now see to the south along the river in the distance. It looks like a trading port, comparable in size to the Woodcutters Encampment, with the river flowing through it. And it looks like the river parts around an island, and that there's like a whole little mini settlement on the island in the middle of the river as well, with like a fortification on it. And then on the river itself is a whole little town. And there's barges floating in and out of it. So yeah, I'll defer to you on what you want to do. You've still got half of the travel day ahead of you. You realize that you've diverted off course and see a town. So what would you like to do next with the second half of your day?
I mean, there's no reason we should go into a town, is there? We could just head on to our destination.
I agree.
All right. So would you like to try to go... What hex would you like to try to go into from here, given that you're in 1110 now?
We could try to go back to 1009.
Okay. So halfway through the day, you see the river. You see that there's a town here, which feel free to mark that if you want. It might be significant. And then you set off away from the river to try to still make some progress to the west before the day is done. Let's get another navigation roll towards 1009.
I got it. Don't worry. There we go.
The literal opposite.
Got a 6 that time?
Crazy.
All right, cool.
I like how there's just a star on the river. I tried drawing a tiny little mushroom and some buildings.
You did great at the mushroom.
That looks awful.
No, I like it.
What were the 2 hexes that I told you that this could be in?
1009 and 1010.
Okay, got it. All right.
Because we picked the wrong one.
Well, yeah, you rolled a 6. We can't get there that quick.
All right. Patches of gray bushes, flowers, and skeletal trees stand out against otherwise verdant forest. This is a tangled forest. You do not become lost. And it is getting late in the day. You have wandered through the hex once. There's a feature in this hex. Okay. While midway through this hex, you find a trail headed north to south. It seems to wind through the hex in sort of a snaky pattern, all the way from the north edge of the hex, which is the Hagsaddle, the edge of the Hagsaddle, down to the south edge of the hex. So it comes in from the north, exits through the south. It is a rough game trail, sort of the type that was leading to Bogwit Manor previously. So if you ever want to go north to south through this hex, you can travel along that without having to make any kind of navigation rolls. You need to expend more travel points tomorrow in order to explore this hex to find anything hidden. But there is something that is not hidden that you're going to stumble on late in the day while considering camping that is noteworthy. So I'm going to describe that. You're kind of in the... You've traveled through a lot of the hex, and sort of in the western side of the hex, there's a region. It's hard to tell how big. It might be like a quarter to a half mile in diameter of the forest, where all of the colors of the forest bleed away into monochrome. You just see up ahead the trees are gray, the ground is gray, the trees are bare, the undergrowth is wilted, and nothing has any color. It's like everything has been sapped of color, and there is no sound of nature from that portion of the hex. The only sound you hear as you grow near it is a low pulsing hum, like just sort of barely audible, just echoing through the forest in that whole area of gray. I will defer to you on how you would like to proceed, but you're at the edge of gray. You have found a trail leading north to south, and you have not located the thing you are looking for, though if it is here, it would probably require a searching roll to find it, because it is a single location in a vast swath of forest. So what would you like to do?
I turn to our fearless armored leader and say, well, what do you think about the 50 Shades over there? You want to wander over and see what that's all about, or do you want to move further away and set up camp for the night?
Can anyone do like a magic check, like a magic detection check?
I am not as much of an expert as probably Mr. Bunglebone, but the fact that all of the color is naturally sapped away from the environment, I'm gonna take the gray and white dark and assume that magic is involved.
Would it tell us the nature of that magic, or no?
Anyone can walk up to the edge of the gray and try to detect magic if they would like to.
Yeah, I'll try and do it with Mr. Bunglebone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll go for it.
Okay.
I technically have to touch the place, so I'm just going to put my hand down on the ground where it's gray. And
I'll put it on a gray tree.
Okay.
The referee rolls it, yes.
Oh, I roll it in secret? Okay, ignore the results of whatever you rolled.
Well, I got a 5, so it would be great if I could keep it.
It's going to be whatever I roll. All right, I have rolled for you. So you're doing detect magic on it? This is on the gray, right?
I succeed on 5, so I don't know if Bunglebone does.
5
and 6s are my successes.
Okay. Did you each roll, or am I just rolling for one of you?
I touched a tree and he touched the ground.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll roll both then. There's sort of a faint magical field over this whole area, and it is affecting every living thing that is here. And that is detected by Trick of the Light. Bunglebone, you did not detect any magic while touching the ground and investigating around, but Trick of the Light, you can faintly pick up some sort of unsettling, cold-feeling magic that's affecting the tree.
Okay. I don't know if Detect Magic tells me if it's just magical or if it tells me if there's like a kind of magic.
Well, let's see the description.
Enchanter can attempt to detect subtle resonances. The enchanter knows if the object, place, or creature in question is magical, i.e. enchanted, affected by a spell, or possessed of innate magic of some kind.
Yeah. It is affected by some sort of ongoing magical effect over the area.
You were right.
Nailed it.
Does my hand look gray when I touch the tree?
No. You still have color.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what? Sorry, what did you want to do?
I was gonna say I'm up for checking this place out. Maybe this is what we're looking for. Maybe somewhere in this gray area. Maybe that's what we're looking for.
I'm like, all right, let's give it a minute. I whistle for the dog, and I take a stick and I throw it into the gray. Go get it, boy.
Good idea.
Sorry, you're sending the dog into the gray, you said?
Yep, I throw a stick in there and tell him to fetch.
Okay. He goes and fetches. He kind of slinks a little low, like he's a little unsettled, but then he comes back out and seems fine. He still has color.
Can I detect magic on the dog, or is that going to take time? I was going to see if he started to become under the effect of the magic after stepping in there.
You can do that.
All right.
I'll go ahead and make a roll for you. Dog doesn't seem to be affected by magic.
Okay. They don't mean nothing, but I can't sense anything from the dog. It might just take time to really seep in. But I'm down for an adventure.
Let's go.
You going venturing into the gray then?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. It is dark, so you'll have to set up camp if things drag on too long. But I'll let you do it as the sun is setting here in the evening. This will be kind of your last thing for the day. If we go more than a few adventure turns worth of stuff happening, it'll get dark and you'll have to either get back out or set up camp somewhere. Just a heads up. All right. You go venturing into the gray, deeper and deeper. There's no color anywhere within this region. It seems to be about a half mile across. Just a huge patch of the forest. And as you make your way deeper into it, you come to a valley. And at the center of the valley, you look down and you see a huge transparent crystal nearly 20 feet across jutting from the earth. A psychedelic mixture of colors swirls inside it, undulating like ink in water. The crystal is just full of swirling, vibrant, colored light, and everything around it is completely gray. Everything around it is wilted and dark.
I nudge Indigo like, hey, you think it's magic?
I want to touch it.
Oh no, then we're gonna have to call you Gray and Patchwork. I don't know if that's smart. Everything around it looks like it's dying.
You touch? Is that what you do? Or you're just... Huh?
Yeah, I'd like to reach out and touch it.
Okay.
I'm drawn to it.
Alright. Roll a save versus spell.
Is that a... What is
It's
that?
one of the saving throws. It'll be called spell. So you'll roll a d20 and you hit that number or higher to succeed.
It's between your HP and your AC under ability scores.
Spell, here we go. No threshold?
No. Oh, I don't know.
What'd you get?
I got a fail.
You got a 3.
3 fail.
Okay. Alright.
What
Checking.
happens if the squire of the lord who hired us dies? Does that mean we don't get paid anymore?
If Dolmenwood kills me by touching this rock.
It means that I bring back the signet ring from his cold dead hand and say, he's dead, I need reparations.
He died honorably.
Touch
All right.
the rock and just the lightning strike.
Indigo. You touch the crystal. The bluish hue of your skin saps from you. You become gray and cold and everybody else sees Indigo just like slowly slump against the crystal and all of the colors sap out of his clothing and body. He is just leaning against it, lethargic and unmoving. He's just like a gray form leaned against the crystal. And whatever he was doing, whatever he was saying, just stops. And he's just slumped.
Is there would we seeing what's going on and seeing what just happened to Indigo, do we have any idea what this could possibly be? Is this something that's familiar, a familiar magical thing, or is this completely strange?
You've
Cotton
never
Socks
seen this.
wants me to say it serves you right, Gray and Patchwork.
I was about to say, don't everyone rush to save me.
They're all standing around like, that happened.
I'm gonna go try and make him break contact with the crystal, whether that be physically move him or just knock
Okay.
his hand
You can
away.
grab him and pull him away from the crystal. You do that. He seems to very easily step backwards when you tug on him a little bit, and he is standing there like a zombie, just slumped over, breathing heavily, eyes wide, completely gray. You see little streaks of blue light that had sapped out of his blue skin, just dancing around inside the crystal and then mix in with the rivers of color that are inside.
Can I take his sword and hit the crystal?
Sure.
I'm gonna take his sword and hit the crystal.
Okay. All right. Where's Kitty right now? Is Kitty with the party?
The character is with us. She stepped away
Okay.
for a second, but she
All
can
right.
still hear.
I'm assuming everybody's standing around just watching this happen. All right. Let's see. All right. You hit the crystal, and beams of light shoot out of it in every direction. Beams of different colors just go streaking out into the forest, seemingly at random. All four of you have to save against ray or be hit by a beam of a random color.
Ooh. Who's
I'll
right?
roll for her. I've got her computer right here.
I failed.
No threshold modifier, right?
Right. let's see. Fail, fail, success, fail. All right. Kitty, Trick, and Indigo are all struck by beams of color.
I could die.
Okay. Rolling 3 times here. 3 different results. I'm just going to go top to bottom in the order that they were rolled. Indigo. You are struck with a blue beam. The color, all the color, saps back into your body. You snap out of it like you've been in a trance. You look around and you see just the miserable plight that you and your friends have found themselves in.
It's a nice way of saying that you caused, but go ahead.
You see the until further notice. You see the absolute worst in any situation. You are sad and miserable, and you are looking around like this is hopeless. In roleplay terms, you know what to do. In game terms, if you had any followers or hirelings that work directly for you, then they will have to be making morale checks or depart because they don't want to be associated with you.
Does that include Bunglebone?
I'm going to say it doesn't have to, but he can roleplay his misery if he wants to. I'm not going to roll to see if he departs since he's a player character, but he's gonna be getting tired of it real quick. Bunglebone's the only person that didn't get hit with one of these. He's going to be having a fun time dealing with all of you. Trick of the Light. You're next.
Yeah.
Trick of the Light. You get hit with a purple beam. You become extremely paranoid and fearful. Everything around you is out to get you, and everything is dangerous. Any morale checks or saving throws against fear you have to make are going to be automatically failed. And then Bunglebone, you completely dodged it. Kitty Cotton Socks. God damn it. Kitty Cotton Socks gets hit with an orange beam of overconfidence. Kitty Cotton Socks will rush headlong into any danger that presents itself, thinking herself invincible. You are all standing around. Yeah, take it away. There's a huge flash of light. All of that happens instantly, but none of you know what has happened. Indigo, you wake up and snap out of your gray state.
Oh, I'm the worst, you guys. Oh, this is awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate that this happened.
I think this rock's doing it. I think we gotta take it out. I'm gonna take another swing at the rock. I'm freaked out, I guess. I'm paranoid.
No, I got this. Let me do it. And I'm just gonna run up and swing at it with my short sword.
Everybody make a save against Ray again. As flashes of random colors come shooting out.
And I succeeded.
Trick of the Light. Nothing hits you. Bunglebone. Oh, Lord. This is our lives now.
Is the rock taking damage?
It does not seem to be at all, no. All right, Bunglebone. Oh, Lord. Who else needed to roll still? There we go.
I'm the only one who's succeeded.
Fail. All right. Well, now Bunglebone's afflicted. Bunglebone, you get hit with a yellow beam of happiness. You're filled with joy. Permanent, uncanny smile on your face. Laughter at the most inappropriate of times. You just cannot contain your glee at everything that is happening. Let's see.
We're all gonna go mad in these woods.
Indigo. Indigo, you are now hit with the orange beam of overconfidence. It's the same one Kitty was afflicted by.
Like, game-changing effects, or just makes me like overly happy? Super
That's it. This one does not have game rule effects. Indigo, you and Kitty Cotton Socks are manic and overconfident and feel invincible and feel that no danger can challenge you.
Do I also feel sad about that?
No. The sadness is replaced, and you now feel like you can conquer the world, and you have no sense of self-preservation. And what was the last one here? Kitty Cotton Socks. You get the purple beam of fear and paranoia. You automatically fail morale checks and saving throws against fear. You hit the crystal and immediately think, I shouldn't have done that! What have I done? No, this is terrible! We gotta get out of here! So what's everybody's state right now?
I'm manic, and
that goes away. It's replaced.
No. I was overconfident. Now I'm manic. I'm gonna like jump back, sheath my sword, and then turn and start running to where the divide was, I guess.
She looks like her tail's on fire.
Guys, I think somebody's following me.
No, we can do this. Come on, where are you all going?
Indigo, just here, take your sword. I don't trust it. Actually, no, don't take your sword.
Go on, you stupid little squire. Hit the rock.
Elric's comment is correct. Elric says, respect Dolmenwood with 4 exclamation marks. Yeah. I'm just sitting back and watching.
I'm screaming while I'm like running. I've gone to like all fours, like head on a swivel. We need to go! Get out of here now! And I'm not stopping until I get to the, like I said, the divide where things had color and life wasn't crazy.
You just go running back the way you came. Kitty just disappears running off in the direction you came from.
I start moving toward Kitty after putting Indigo's sword back in his hands.
Okay.
And then I turn and see a 4-legged creature following me and start freaking out like, whose dog is that? And I just start running after her while the dog chases me.
I am laying on my back, laughing hysterically, lost my mind at them running away. Just cackles into the darkness.
I could totally take care of this by myself. I don't need any of you. But I'm also a little worried about, you guys don't know anything and you need me to take care of anything, and so I'm gonna have to follow after you, I guess.
Trick of the Light, what was yours?
Paranoia.
Got it.
Paranoia and fear.
Okay. And what did you do just now?
I dropped Indigo's sword
Got it.
in front of him and started walking away from the crystal, and then when my dog started following me, I freaked out, thinking some random dog was chasing me.
All right, Kitty and Trick, you're going to arrive back at the edge of the divide together as you step out of the gray. You're still feeling the same way, but you're out of breath, and you're standing side by side looking back into it. Yeah, Indigo and Bunglebone, what are you two doing?
I'm stomping after them.
I'm right next to the rock. I can't breathe. I'm laughing too hard.
You might have to pick up Bunglebone.
Bunglebone, this is a hilarious. Everything is, the irony of the situation is too much for you to handle. The crystal has utterly made chaos out of your whole plan, and it is hilarious.
He turns back to look at me, I'm assuming, and when he does, be like, "Oh, big bad scary night, hit a rock and." It's all over. Eventually, I'll get up and follow him.
All right.
Laughing at him the whole way, making jokes at every little misstep he makes.
Indigo, you are determined to make the best of this situation, and Bunglebone is just cackling as he skips along behind you. You eventually see Kitty Cotton Socks and Trick of the Light looking fearful, alone in the woods at the edge of the gray, standing there, looking back as you approach.
Josh, I have a question.
Yeah.
This would be more of a flavor thing. It's not... Can I turn into my wilder form?
You
I'm
can.
technically only allowed to do it in melee and like when my health is low, because like
Oh.
I can get health points back. But like, I want to be like invisible, like hiding in the tree. You can say no. I just thought it would be funny.
A Gravelkin may only transform into Wilder when in melee and at less than half their maximum hit points. When entering
I'm not
Wilder,
trying to
they
fight
heal.
or get health. I just thought it would be funny to only be eyes in the tree.
Let's see.
Especially the Fey Chaos element of it.
Sure. We'll say that it triggers because of your extreme fear just this time. You are now a floating pair of eyes in a low tree branch that you have climbed up to.
Oh, that's gonna freak me out.
Oh yeah.
There's eyes watch. Your friend is gone, and there's eyes watching you from a nearby tree as your knight friend comes stomping up, and there's someone laughing maniacally from back in the gray.
I'm just like constantly looking around to see if there's anyone else watching me, because it seems like everything's watching me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say,
The trees might be. You're starting to think maybe they have faces. Go ahead, David.
We don't have time for this. I know where I'm going, and I start marching south on the path that we were on.
It is dark. It would be rather dangerous to venture out in the dark.
That's a good point, I guess.
But danger.
Danger. Who needs to worry about that? I start walking, but then I realize, even though I am very strong and mighty, I am also a little tired from our long day. And I turn around and I say, actually, what we need is sleep. And suggest building a camp.
Set up camp.
Yeah.
Who's gonna build the camp? The dog? There's eyes over there. He's useless, and you're too high and mighty to do it.
You set up camp. Let's see. Setting up camp. Oh, your eyeball form, or your eyes only form, Amy, only lasts for a couple of minutes and then it fades and then you reappear. So it's like a fear response. So you'll eventually reappear hanging in the branches there.
When I do, I imagine I'll like drop some, and I'll like shift into like my little cat form and just scurry up the tree and just looking all around.
Okay. And let's see here.
I want to chase her around the tree because I think that shit's hilarious. It's the funniest thing in the world to me. I want to like climb up into the tree and just start running after the cat.
You're being harassed.
Oh yeah,
Laughing the
I'm
whole
like
way.
hissing and meowing and like hopping from branch to branch. And anytime he gets too close, I just jump out of the tree and scurry up a new one.
Bunglebone, you realize that she's a scaredy cat.
I tell her as much, and then proceed to call her that as I chase her until I can't breathe from laughing too hard.
I don't stop.
Let's see. Preparing the campsite. At least one character must remain at the campsite to clear away branches and rocks, set up tents and bedrolls, prepare a fire pit, and so forth. I think I know who that is. Let's see.
He's got this. He's the best at everything.
It's summertime in good weather, so we do not need a fire. You have water. Let's see. If you would like to build a fire and have somebody go out and fetch firewood, you can then cook and make a wisdom check to give people a constitution bonus and blah, blah, blah. But it's probably not necessary tonight given the state of things. I'll defer to you, though. If anyone wants to watch during the night, you can set up watches and...
We don't need a watch.
Oh, I'm up all night watching anyway. I do not sleep.
You guys are lame. We're fine. We're great.
Well, let's find out if we're fine or great. I'm rolling some dice. Perfect. Perfect. Please hold. Your call is important to us. Who said they were on the watch just no matter what? That was Amy?
Me. Yeah,
All right.
I do not sleep.
All right.
I'm hiding under my blanket the whole time. I think the trees are watching me.
All right. Kitty, you are paranoid. You are watching the darkness while your fearless leader is just snoring loudly just completely uncovered in the middle of the camp. and you are sure that something is moving in the underbrush, and we're going to wrap it there for the night. Because
Amazing.
it's close enough to stopping point here. Yeah, so I have noted that the effects for each of you, experience and all that happens at the end of an adventure when you return to town, so we don't even need to do that. So I think we just wrap there. I think yeah, we will not be waiting as many weeks this time. I think we'll do longer gaps between adventures, but now that we're mid-thing, I'll try to get something on the books in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. I don't know. I'll talk with the group and figure out when our next day that lines up is. But anybody have anything else they want to say before we say goodnight?
Good night.
All right. Thanks for watching. Elric, have a good night. And thank you for joining us as always. And we will keep you posted on when our next session is going to be. I think our next Forbidden Lands is going to be on July the 6th. As for our next Dolmenwood, it'll be a Wednesday, maybe the 1st, maybe the 8th, maybe the 15th, one of those. I don't know. I'll talk to the group, see which of those works. And I will post something in the Discord when we have it scheduled. So, plans indeed. And
Save versus Doom.
save versus lots of things, apparently. All right. I am killing the stream. Have a good night.